Hi guys, I'm Madison Mary and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my current favorites. So I got this idea because my friend Silly from Little Reader's Corner was like, why don't you do it? Because I was all like, I don't know what I want to film. And she was like, do this. And I was like, that sounds great. So here I am. This current favorites is going to be a little bit weird. There are a lot of random items in here and I feel like it's just something, you know, to get to know me because this is my bookish channel. I've grown a lot since the last time I ever did a Q&A. The last time I did a Q&A was when I was at 1K. But without further ado, let's get into some of my current favorites. Without further ado, let's get into some of my current favorites. So I'm going to start off with my current favorite candle. I'm always burning candles in my house. I love them. I got it from my mum, even though nowadays she hates burning candles because she thinks that they're a safety hazard, which I understand, but you know, it's decidable. Anyway, my current favorite candle is Sugared Snickerdoodle. This is from Bath & Body Works. Almost all my candles are from Bath & Body Works unless I got them from a book box. And it's like a very cozy smell, especially since like the weather is still really crappy here where I live. So it still makes sense. I don't need any fruity florally scents yet because it doesn't feel like we're even close to summer. I'm like looking outside now and it's grey clouds. It's supposed to rain the rest of this week. I'm also going to talk about my current favorite lip product. I love wearing lipsticks, lip glosses. Most of the time I'm just wearing like a lip balm, but when I film videos or I'm going out, there's definitely one product that I find superior to everything else. And currently that is the ColourPop Just a Tint. This is a crayon looking product and it's really easy. It goes very smoothly onto the lips. It kind of feels like you're wearing a lip balm, but it is colored. It is actually what I am currently wearing on my lips. It is the color Z Boys. And I've been wearing this for the last couple of months. It is really one of my go-tos no matter what. It's just so simple. It doesn't look too heavy, like I'm trying too hard. You know, it's a very subtle kind of look, so I love it. Next up is something a little bit weird, but I want to talk to you guys about Native. This is a deodorant that I've started using. I am someone who has used Old Spice for the last 6 to 7 years because it was the only thing that I found worked for me, but I've always gotten very itchy under my arms and behind my knees just because of a sensitive skin. And so I've always wanted to find something that was more natural. And so Native is actually paraben and aluminum free, which is great. And I was kind of skeptic about this because they don't always work. And while I find I do sometimes still sweat, it's definitely not bad at all. It's nothing that's too noticeably different from what I normally do. And the smell's really nice. This is cucumber and mint. So, you know, I'm a fan. I found this at CVS, by the way. Oh, and second of all, none of this stuff is sponsored. This is just my own personal favorites currently, so. So having talked about that, I do want to mention quickly that I am vegan, so I try to find a lot of vegan, you know, face products that I use for washing my face just because I think that it's the best for your pores, best for your skin. I also have struggled with periorbital dermatitis before, so I definitely do have very sensitive skin areas. So I've recently been switching up my skin routine to find things that are a bit more sensitive for my skin and that help it be a lot better, if that makes sense. So for whenever I wear a lot of makeup and I have to remove it, I love the cleansing oils. And so what I'm currently using is Planted in Beauty. I'm gonna zoom in on this in a second, but it is their Purify and Condition Makeup Remover. It is basically a cleansing oil that comes out. I'm not gonna show you guys, but it's like a liquidy oil and then you literally get it and you just sit there and just massage it over your face. It works great, especially on like eye products, and even if it's waterproof. It says to apply it to like a face without any water on it, but I vary it up. Like if I'm in the shower, I'll still use it. Like I find that it still works regardless. So this is what the bottle looks like. It is a bit more on the pricier side, but sometimes that's just what you need. And yeah, so it's brand new. I've just been using it for I think 2 or 3 weeks now, and I'm really happy with it, especially since the one I used to use was a much smaller bottle of a different brand, and I found that I would just go through it too quickly, and this works a lot better. It's a lot more efficient at getting off all the makeup, so that's fantastic. And then I've also recently switched up my moisturizer, which I think has actually made a huge difference to my skin. I found it to be a lot more clearer and it just feels a lot more nourished and hydrated recently. That is Sunken. This is actually an Australian brand. I was like shopping in Fresh Time and I was just looking at their products in their beauty section because they always have a lot of like natural and organic stuff, and I was like, what do they have in here? And I saw this brand and I was like, you know what, why not just try it? And I did, and I love it. So this is the Sunken Signature Facial Moisturizer. It is great. It has like none of the iffy stuff in it like parabens. I really enjoy this brand and it's one that I've currently been a huge fan of. I just recently bought their facial scrub and their cleanser that I'm going to try out soon, so I'll let you guys know how that all is. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about my current favorite TV shows. So I just finished Schitt's Creek on Netflix. I like drew out the 5th season for so long because Netflix doesn't have the 6th and final season up yet. I know a lot of people have talked about this show and it's something that I was hesitant to begin. The 1st season is definitely a lot slower, but you become so invested in all the characters. I'm normally not someone who enjoys TV shows that are just kind of drama comedies, and I have fallen in love with the show, the characters. I have been tempted to buy posters because that's the kind of person I am. I think that if you guys have access to it on your Netflix, do watch it. It is great. It is a Canadian kind of 21-minute comedy that is just stellar. I've also just started rewatching Criminal Minds from the very beginning because crime, cop, and medical TV shows are some of my favorites to watch. And the current C-drama that I'm watching is Put Your Head on My Shoulder. It is very slow burn. I haven't watched it in a couple of weeks because I tend to go through phases in which I will binge watch like some of the TV series, switch to a different one, and then come back. So it follows this group of people in their early 20s. You're mostly following a girl and a guy. I cannot remember her name, but she is an accounting student in college and she desperately wants to actually be in advertising, and so she's trying to find an advertising job, but it's not going very well because everyone's like, well, why would we hire you if you have an accounting degree? And so she's really struggling with that. And then we also have this guy whose name I do remember, it's ᴛᴏ, and he is such a genius physics student, and the very first episode, the two of them bump into each other and they accidentally exchange bags. So because of this, ᴛᴏ is unable to take part in this exam that will land him this new research job, and the girl is unable to actually apply for this job because she doesn't have her portfolio. Instead, she has this physics paper. And it's about the two of them falling in love. It's very slow burn, very sweet. There are a lot of people who get in their ways. He falls in love with her like right off the bat, and it's more so about her falling in love with him over the span of time. And then my current anime that I'm watching is 7 Deadly Sins. My brother and his girlfriend got me onto this because they were like, oh, we watched this whole series, and I was like, oh, sounds interesting. So then I started it one night, and then the next thing I realized it was 5 in the morning and I was 16 episodes in. It's really fun, it's hilarious, it's also kind of serious at times. I will admit that our main character, the girl, the princess, there are times where I kind of am like, oh girl, really? Like she'll cry and get all upset about these certain things, and I'm like, oh my god, you were such a baby. So apart from her being kind of annoying, I love all the other characters, so it's an interesting series. I'm going to talk to you guys about my current favorite songs. So my newest favorite song is actually Kim Petras's newest song, and that is Malibu, which I am in love with. Let me play it for you. K-pop wise, my current favorite song is Jumper by CRAVITY. My last 5-star read, which was actually in my April wrap-up, was A True Attraction by Sarah Morgan Thaler. Really loved that. It was super sweet. Check out my wrap-up to hear more about it. I don't have any current favorite movies because I don't really watch movies, and then the movies I have been watching, which is with Dylan is Tweeting, have all been really bad movies. Like we've purposely been watching crappy movies, so I don't have any that I would recommend. We did watch the live action of Death Note, which was bad, and we expected it to be bad, but it was interesting. My current favorite piece of loungewear to wear in the house, I have a brand. I know it sounds kind of basic, but you guys probably know of Gymshark. They're a really cool fitness brand. They have really, really nice leggings that are super soft and high-waisted, which I love. I also don't like when they're high-waisted and they're very tight around the belly button because I do have a belly button piercing, and when leggings that are high-waisted are too tight, it tends to irritate the belly button piercing, and so these are really great, and I'm so thankful that I found this brand because it's fantastic. I also have some of their low-rise leggings that I wear when I'm working out, which is also really great, and they do have a lot of quality products, and they're also really quick at shipping recently, which is great considering even though we're in COVID and a lot of things are slowed down, their shipping is still like stellar. My current favorite shoe, let's do this, why not? I haven't been able to wear this out because weather hasn't been appropriate, but I have this pair of Steve Maddens. They're super cute. I adore them. And I really thought I was going to be able to wear them this summer around, you know, New York, but that's not going to happen. Okay, because I couldn't think of anything else, I figured I might as well share some of my beauty products with you guys. I don't have a current foundation because I'm in the process of figuring out a new foundation, so I don't want to recommend you the one that I'm wearing today because this is the first time I've worn it. And so I don't know if I like it yet. But I will talk to you guys about everything else. So my current favorite blush, which I've been wearing probably around 2 months now, is an Essence blush in the color 40 Beloved. And I really like this because it is A, vegan, and B, matte. I don't like blushes that have like shimmers in them because I feel like it can make you look a bit too shiny. My current go-to mascara is Essence Lash Princess. This is like less than $4. I love Essence. I've also used this in the purple color, and I also use the blue color, which is waterproof for my lower lashes, because I think that you have to use waterproof in your lower lashes or else it will like ruin everything. My current favorite highlighter is actually this ColourPop one. So it is actually a cream based highlighter, which is kind of strange and not something that I'd actually tried out before, but I think that the coverage of it is just so beautiful and it looks great on camera. This is in the color Guilty Pleasure. And then the concealer I'm currently using is this Neutrogena one. So this is in the color, I don't even know what color this is in. Bisque. Okay, so I could not think of anything else to say on my current favorites because I don't even know. What do people normally say are their current favorites? I feel like I hit everything, but I feel like this video is also really short. So I decided to go on the internet and be like, current favorite questions. And then instead I found a never have I ever post. And so instead I'm gonna do this instead. So this is all never have I ever. Broken a bone. I have not broken a bone. I have cracked my calcaneus on my right foot before. Played golf. Yes, I have. Mini golf. I don't think I've played actual golf. Cheated on someone. No, I've only been in one relationship. Skipped school. In college, but never like in, like when I was younger. Stole something. Yes, I remember I took my friend's littlest pet shop pet as a kid. That was rude of me, but I did it because I really wanted it. Met my idol? No. Been on TV? Yes. Bethany Frankel used to have a talk show and my mum and I went to go see it, and then I actually ended up on stage for this like weird dance thing. Been awake for 24 hours? Honey, I've been awake for more than 24 hours before. Sang in the shower? Bro, who doesn't sing in the shower? I don't sing in the shower anymore, but like I used to all the time as a kid. Had braces? No, my brother did have braces. Cried for no reason? Probably. Been camping? Yes, all the time actually as a kid. I don't know why, but private schools in Australia used to always go camping. Lied in a job interview? No, actually I have not. Dated someone? Yes. Been on a blind date? No. Faked an illness? Probably to get out of school when I was a kid. I remember I used to always go to sick bay and be like, I don't feel well, and then my mum would come pick me up. Been dumped? Not from an actual relationship. Been robbed? Yes. Yes, I have. My friend's friend robbed me. Took my freaking Beats and then I had to buy my own new ones. He then got caught later on for robbing other people. Spied on my neighbors. Yes, I have. Because they are always so loud that I just would... Also, there was this one time that the cops got called on the neighbors across from me, and so I just sat at my window and watched them. That's not bad, is it? Been out of the country. Duh. Lied about my age. Yes. Driven drunk. No. That is like, no. Made a prank call. Yes. My cousin and I, when we were like really young, I feel like 10, we used to prank call Domino's all the time. That's such a... No, was it Pizza Hut or was it Domino's? One of those two. Been to a wine tasting? Yes. Live for wine tastings. I went to so many when I lived in Italy. Been lost? A lot. I get lost very easily. I'm a very directionally challenged human. Punched someone. Not on purpose. Like I've done it in like self-defense classes. Built a fire? Yes. Ridden a motorcycle? No, but I want to. And lastly, cut my own hair. No, I have not cut my own hair. My mum has cut my hair. My mum believes that she was a hairdresser in her past life, and so she tries to cut everyone's hair. And She doesn't cut my hair very often because I am constantly saying to her, no, you cannot cut my hair. But then for the next 3 days, she'll start like shaming me and guilting me until I say, fine, you can cut my hair. Like, I guarantee you, I will see her again in a month and she's going to try and cut my hair because it's just what she always does. My mum has this thing where she loves to cut people's hair. I don't know, dudes. Okay, and that is it for this video. It's very random, very weird. Let me know if you like these. Maybe I'll do them every 6 months or so. Or if you really like this, maybe I'll put a poll up above and you can say, yeah, we want this like every month, every 2 months, or every 6 months. I think that's a cool idea. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, that was all for this video. If you guys did like it, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more of me, please go to my channel. And until next time, thanks a bunch, guys. Bye!